So now that the college football season has come to a close and Indiana won the championship, let's talk about how the transfer portal ruined college football forever. And everybody know it. College football used to be sacred. It used to mean something. You didn't just pick a school, you picked a brotherhood. You picked a coach. You picked a city that was gonna ride with you for life. But that game as we know it, that game gone. Because the transfer portal didn't just fix college football, it turned it into a free agency circus. Now every year feel like a draft, but that draft ain't for high school kids anymore. The draft is for your own players, the same ones you just recruited last year. The transfer portal turned the locker room into a marketplace. Back then, if you got benched, you worked harder. Back then, if you lost a spot, you fought back. Now, you get mad, you transfer. Now, if you get coached too hard and you don't like it, you transfer. Now, you don't like the play calling, you don't like how the coach playing you transfer. So what that does is simple. It kills discipline. Because discipline only works when you can't run from it. And in today's game, you can run from everything. And let's get this straight. Players deserve money. They bring in billions. They should be able to profit off their name. But here's the problem. NIL money without structure is destroying the culture. Once a kid touched the millions, I'm talking about millions of dollars coming. Can you imagine you 19, 20, 21 years old with millions of dollars, something you never had. Something in your head changes. Now he ain't just trying to hear coaching. He ain't trying to hear accountability. What you said? Boy, I'm a millionaire. Who you talking to? I make more than you. They talking like that to them coaches. Now he think he the program. In fact, he think he bigger than the program. He think he bigger than the logo. And that's how you get ego. And ego always kills passion, because passion is humble. Ego is entitled. And the biggest proof we got in college football today is the fact that Nick Saban, the legendary Alabama coach, walked away. The greatest coach in college football history, a man who controlled the sport for years. He didn't lose his mind, he lost his interest, because you can't coach the same way anymore. You can't build the same way anymore. You not just game planning. You not just roster dependent. You not just developing players. You literally re-recruiting your own team every week. And Saban ain't the only one who know. He just the first one who left. Let's look at Carson Beck. This right here is why fans are sick, man. Carson Beck enrolled at Georgia in 2020. He became the starting quarterback and led that program. He then entered the transfer portal and committed to the University of Miami out of nowhere. And the sad part is what got people mad. He already had graduated from the University of Georgia. So now people watching college football, but the quarterback already got his degree and still out here playing college football with sophomores and freshmen, people that's really just getting into the college rim, but he already graduated. And it get worse. The NIL money turned into the main headline. Because see, reports got Carson Beck NIL valuation around $4 million. Some reports even mention it's getting closer to $5 million. So what does that mean? It means the quarterback market is officially broken, because college ain't college no more. It's a payroll with student parking. And here's the craziest part. People started pointing out he's older than some NFL quarterbacks right now. Do you know that Carson Beck is older than Drake May, a player that's already in the NFL? In fact, he playing in the AFC Championship on the way to try to go to the Super Bowl. That's how long some of these college players been around. And that's why people say this game ruined, because it looked like a grown man league playing against teenagers. The transfer portal era created stars, but it also killed loyalty. And let's be fair, the portal definitely created some legendary runs. Joe Burrow left Ohio State and went to LSU and turned that into a national championship. Jalen Hurts left Alabama and went to Oklahoma and kept his career alive. Justin Fields left Georgia and went to Ohio State and became a top pick. Caleb Williams left Oklahoma and went to USC, and he won the Heisman Trophy. Those stories were real. Those stories were beautiful. But here's what happened after that. Everybody started copying it. Now it's not I need a better fit. It's all about who paying me more. Now it ain't about a fresh start. It's all about I want a bigger bag. This is why fans say the game is ruined. College football used to be about building. You watch the kid grow in the program. You watch that kid take his lumps, then turn into a star and hit the ground running. Now you can't even learn the roster before the roster disappears. New players come in, old players going out, people all over the place. You get familiar with a team, you done bought a jersey, now you gotta burn the jersey because he on a whole nother team. And that's why college football losing its fans. And when you lose the heart of the sport, you just lost the culture. Because college football was never supposed to feel like a business. It's supposed to feel like family. Now I feel like a company and everybody negotiating, and the gamblers, Vegas and all them, they running the system and they running it on the people. That transfer portal that they put in place didn't just change the game, it changed the soul of the game. And until they put real rules in place, college football ain't gonna be nothing but a big game of musical chairs where you all about where you're standing when the music stops spinning. A league where the helmet means less than the check. A league where the loyalty is dead. And if you think this ain't true, just ask yourself something. Why did Nick Saban retire? Comment below. Nino Brown Sports.
Over 4,000 college football players have entered the transfer portal so far, and it's still open. That number keeps going up. This is crazy. By the first day the portal opened, there were more than 4,000 players in it. Over 2,700 of them were FBS players, roughly 25% of the entire subdivision. That means a quarter of every team is in the portal. This is the direct result of the NCAA rules that remove penalties for multiple transfers. There's no more sitting out. There's no real friction for players to move. It's total freedom of movement, and players are worth more money when they're in the transfer portal. It's called leverage. Then you add in the coaching changes in college football, NIL leverage, and roster cuts coming with revenue sharing, and you have the most volatile college football offseason we've ever seen. This is not just about players leaving. It's about how teams are built now. Coaches aren't recruiting for 4 years anymore. They're managing rosters year to year, just like the NFL. And retention matters more than high school recruiting. The reality is the portal isn't a safety valve anymore. It's not just a resource or an asset. It is how teams are building their programs right now, and it's the primary mechanism of college football.
Man, look, I don't know where to start, but let's talk about it. Portal players are asking to return to the schools they were transferring from. Let's use this guy right here. I don't know this guy. He was at OU. He jumped in the portal, realized nobody wanted his ass, or they're not giving up the bread like he thought. Now he's trying to go back to OU. Just an example. Okay? The transfer portal will be the death of some of these kids' careers. Your agent will be the death of you, your football career. Just keep it in the bean. Y'all need to start doing research on these agents. You need to do research on the portal. Hey, my homeboy said, nah, nobody want to hear what your homeboy got to say. No, it ain't about your homeboy. It's about you. Oh, my mom think I can, test the water. No. Do your mom know what's going on? Does she understand the transfer portal? Does she call it by a different name? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Oh, okay. All right. You need to do your research. Also, if you're going to get an agent, you need to know who the fuck you dealing with. You need to get somebody that knows what's going on, that understands the game. Like be for real. Like, y'all are jumping in the portal thinking there's all this money out here, and the money ain't for you. Bruh, there are like 10,000 kids in the transfer portal. Like close to 4,000 was from the FBS. A lot of those kids that's in the portal now will never play football again. Let that sink in. They may be freshmen, sophomores, whatever. They may have played their last down of football.